Come on. Holy cow, I'm here. What? Wow, that was a journey. I think Brian gave me all of his bad juju for this morning, and that's what I got. Holy macaroni. I had to reboot my computer 3 times, talk to Brian on the phone, answer tons of stuff from everybody that was all worried about me. But I'm here. Yay. And thank you for worrying because I appreciate you very much. Anyway, I want to get crafty. Let's get crafty, people. I think Brian's live right now. So I'm here. Okay. Yay, I'm here. It's not showing up like it didn't this morning, but that's okay too because, well, something must be going on with Facebook today because this is just insanity. Craziness. But I'm here now. I don't know why I can't see myself, but I am. So anyway, welcome. Hello, everybody. I'm Tanya with KB Riley this time. KB Riley is the company that I share with my good friend Karen Burniston. And if you don't know Karen Burniston Pop-Ups, you are in for a fabulous, fabulous treat today. She used to be a civil engineer, and for 20 plus years now, she has created the most magnificent pop-ups in the industry. So we partnered up and created a company, and this is Tanya's take on a pop-up. So what we've done, there is kits for these. All right, so what I have done for the Tanya's take is I pick a die every month. All right, and this die, I will make a kit that includes this die and everything you need to make this card on the front. Pretty simple, right? But when we get to today, then we get to do Tanya's take on that card. So I'm going to show you how to build it, and we're going to walk through your kit, and I'm going to give you my little spin on the card, and then at the end of the day, somebody who has left a comment wins that card. Yay! I'm going to try to I can't see you guys just like I couldn't last time. I'm not sure what's going on. It's doing its jam. So it's craziness. I'm going to try to go back in with Brian, if you can hear me, if you can send me the link again, I'm going to try, but it's not showing me, so I am just going to pretend I can see my last video, and that's all I can see on the One of a Kind site. So, it's just a test. Everything is just a test, isn't it? It's just a test. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. A little housekeeping first. Every time I do one of these events, we give away product, and today we're going to give away everything that you need to make this card. I'm going to get back to my OBS so I can at least see what I'm doing. That card, pop up. So somebody's going to win all 4 dies to make this card today. You are going to love it. And the way that we choose that person is you comment through the whole entire thing, and Karina gets to throw the randomizer in, the little random.org, and she pulls out a name. So somebody's going to win all the dice, and somebody's going to win the card that I make today too. So I only have not very much time left. So I am going to switch you over to right here, and we are going to get started. Now I've separated these out into the front and the back. Okay, so let's start with the inside. Okay, that's the fun. I'm going to set my little card right there so I know. Now, since it's a country card, having some ink to ink your edges with is a good thing. This is how often I use this. I really wish I could see you guys comment. That's why I'm not saying anything to you, but I can't. So I will read all of the comments this afternoon. That's my deal. I figure you guys take time to spend with me in the morning, and you take time to comment, so I read your comments. Yeah, it's only fair, right? All right, so let's put the front of our barn together. It's kind of fun. So we're using the die. Now remember, this is Tanya's take, so we might do a little different. Maybe. So we're using 1096, the barn pop-up. Oh, I forgot to tell you. And all of these dies that I used to make this card today are 20% off at KarenBurniston.com. Yay! But only for a week. So if you don't have them, go out there and get them. Hurry! Sorry, needed to take a drink. Okay, so per the kit instructions, okay, you're going to cut 2 pieces, just like this. All right, I'm going to edge them, and you'll know how much I've used this because I don't even need to ink it up anymore. Isn't that hilarious? So we're just going to ink these all the way around, and I'm going to ink my barn doors very slightly. These are barn covers. Uh-oh. Oh, yep, I did not cut 2. Okay, well, this barn is going to have white doors. Wait, I know how to fix this. I know how to fix it. I do know how to fix it. But I'm going to ink the edges first of everything, and even my little pieces of hay. I wonder if people that are doing techie things in other places are having as much problems today. You know, sometimes it's just, I don't know. The universe is like, yeah, you need to slow down. I don't know. And that's okay. So I'm going to do this is the slider mechanism piece that makes it work. You guys are going to crack up when you see how easy this is. All right. And this is my window outline. And this is the door. So I've got everything all done the way I want it. Now these were supposed to be red, but somebody did not prep last night like they should. And I ended up doing them today, and I did them wrong, and I made them white. So I have a marker, right? So we're going to make red doors with our marker. Just got to improvise, right? Alrighty. So, don't do what I did. The barn doors are going to be a little lighter, which I really don't like because I just don't like it. Oh, so much better. There we go. You won't even be able to tell. I used to be the queen of fix-it when I had a retail store because I was the one that messed up the most. You know, you always find a way. Always find a way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my decorative pieces onto here, and I am using our fine line bottle and some pH glue, and I like it. For those of you, it's this right here, fine line bottle. Okay, and when this is our fine tip, and so when you order the bottle, you get the tip with it, but we also have extra tips because if you're like me and I run around in a rush all the time, and sometimes I do not take care of this tip like I should, and they will clog. It's very, very fine. If you guys can see that little teeny tiny hole. Well, that's to help you get in little teeny tiny spaces with glue, but it also dries very quickly, and it can create an issue for you if you're not careful. So it's always generally best, I learned this from Karen, a little tip. It's a yogurt jar, right? And just a paper towel, and we just store it upside down like that when we're not gluing something. Very simple. All right, so with these 2 little doors, we're going to take this piece, this slider piece, okay, and you'll see that it's got 2 lines on each side. So what we're going to do is we are going to flip this upside down, and we are going to thread this underneath there, and then fold it over. Okay, and I see something I don't like, and I didn't think that I would have to worry about it, but it's this. This is my OCD kicking in. I don't want you to have barn doors that don't match. All right. So we're just going to tuck this right in there between those two. Folds over, and that's our door. And that's what creates a slider. So this part, you're going to put the glue up here only. And you're going to flip it over, and you're going to make sure that no glue gets on your little slider piece, okay? So I'm just going to hold that there, and we're going to move it just to make sure it works, okay? And we're going to do the same thing with this piece. Just like that. And there's little marks. Can you guys see these little tiny marks on here? Do you see that? These little marks? Those are marks in the die that help you see where it folds, and it also helps it fold on that exact line. Little embossed lines for you. All right. This is actually I started these little video series because I was very intimidated by these dies, right? And Karen and I met when she came to my store. Sorry, I'm gonna go back a little bit, and I'm gonna keep working while I'm talking to you. But Karen and I met when she came to my retail store and taught, and it was like I'd known her my whole entire life. It was really kind of fun. And you know, the sister from another mister kind of thing. It was really a lot of fun. And when she was done designing for Elizabeth Crafts, I never ever read blogs. I don't have time to read blogs. And for some reason that day, she posted on her blog that her time with Elizabeth Craft was her contract was done. And so I messaged her and just said, "Hey, let's go in business with me. We'll just make our own dice." She goes, "Oh, okay." And it was seriously that fast, within a minute. It was so much fun. And now, so when she came to my store and I met her that time, I had never made a pop-up card because they intimidate me. They really did. It sounds strange, but they do. They look really difficult, don't they? And I'd always make somebody else do. Somebody else at work there. It's like, "Hey, you have a job today." And so then, of course, we joined forces, and it was kind of my job. Now I put 2 layers on there. I'm going to interrupt my own self. I'm going to interrupt myself real quick. I put 2 layers on there just to raise it up and give it a little more depth. Okay, so now I am going to put this little piece right here, give him a little barn door. Okay. Or give it a little decorative on the barn window. So when I started doing these KB dies, you know, Karen has her legions and legions of loyal of you humans out there that know how to do this. And I thought, you know, there's got to be more people like me that are just kind of, you know, intimidated. So what we're going to do is we're going to line up this bottom, and then we're going to glue that on. And I tuck it right underneath here. So I left a little edge to tuck it under. Okay. And I'm going to glue it. So I'm going to put the glue right here in the middle, right here on the edge, and right here on the edge. Make really sure you don't get any in this path or it won't be able to slide. So I thought, there's got to be more people like me that these dies intimidate. So I started doing oak, kind of like, I'm having difficulties here, hold on. So I started doing the oak shows in kind of a pop-up for dummies kind of way, because that's what I felt like, you know. And so I figured there had to be more of you guys out there that these dies intimidated. And there was. And it's gone over really well. And so we listened and decided to start doing kits. And this is how today came about. So the way that I learned how to do a lot of them, see, look at that. Slide and slide. Okay, fabulous. Now I'm going to put a little bit. Let's do that. I'm going to put him right on top of there. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to make a pile of hay that spans the whole center of this opening. This, so it has to be a little here and a little here, so they're going to overlap. And so when I learned how to do these, and I still do, I would go to KarenBurniston.com, and every single pop-up die, and a lot of the other dies, almost all of the other dies that we have as well, Karen painstakingly does an instructional video to show you how to put this together. Now, it's always on the back. So you could, oh, well, I cut it off when I had to put it in there. Hold on. Of course it isn't, and I don't have a die here that doesn't have the back cut off. Anyway, on the back of the packaging, there's fabulous instructions. Fabulous instructions. If you are like me and you don't like to read instructions, go to our website, and every product page has one. And that's how I learned. This, I will say, was my very first one that I didn't have to go and watch to put together. Okay. And there's my pile of hay. And to get this on here, I am just going to lift these two little guys up. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there and a little bit of glue there. Now, in the last segment, you guys saw me use my zip dry, right? Which I still do. But for this purpose, zip dry would not be a good choice because it's very wet and it doesn't dry real quick. This pH glue by Line Code dries fabulously quick. All right, there's my barn. Isn't that easy? I'm going to try to get this done by 12:15. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to really, really try. So my take on this time, we're going to do all the inside parts first. Now I'm going to do my take last. Yeah, sorry. So let's put the inside of the card together. So all I have done, this is where I'm going to use my zip dry. So all I have done, okay, is I changed out the regular blue that was in your kit, and ta-da, I found some little paper that had clouds. So we're going to put that on there, but I'm going to edge it first to make it kind of look like everything else. And when I edge, it's just to get rid of this white mark. You don't really see a lot of the ink if you just lay it sideways like this, but it does get rid of the white. So I'm going to grab my zip dry because it lets me move it around. And if I'm going to all this work, I want to have perfect borders, right? So there's that. Nice and perfect. Here is my second layer, okay? This is done with the farm edges, right? And I'm going to leave this on here. Where's the die? So the farm edges, the die has that on there. All right, we're going to leave it on there, and we're just going to, I folded this in half first before I die cut it. And then we're just going to sit that right in the center. Put a little up here. Get him on there. Okay. I'm going to fold it so I make sure that it sits right there in the middle. Okay, get it nice and centered because zip dry lets you move it, right? Oh, look what I did. I'm going to show you a really good reason for zip dry. Doing this, the top looks great, right? But what's wrong with the bottom? Yeah, we don't want that on there. It will let you remove it for about 30 seconds-ish. Just in time. Sometimes you put the wrong paper on. All I'm going to do is cut off my little tractor and put it back down on there. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this little piece. This was in your kit. This is silver mirror. Okay. I believe last time we used gold mirror. This is from the paper cut. Same place. So if you're going, get the mirror ones. They're really cute. So I'm going to bring it down here. And I want to make sure that you can see it under my... Okay, good. That's my pop-up piece. So I want to make sure you can see it. So all I'm going to do, and I just dot it. I don't run it along the lines, and I don't run it on every line. We're just going to dot it. Just like that, and we're going to trim off the edges. And you're going to want to be careful with the glue. The glue and this mirror paper, they don't like each other. The mirror paper is mylar over a regular paper. So if you get glue on it, it's going to stay. It won't absorb in. Keep that in mind when you're making something that needs to be glued on. Okay, so we have that. And all I'm going to do is just trim it off. And the next thing we're going to do, let's see. Let's do our tractor. So for the tractor, I have a little piece here somewhere. Or I thought I did. I was supposed to have. Oh, here it is. You guys can see it. I couldn't see behind there. All right, so what I'm going to do with this tractor is I am just going to cut it off, the piece. And I cut this the same way that I cut this. I just cut little pieces. So all I'm going to do is trim that off. I cut it out of red. That's a, oh gosh, I live in Kansas and I don't know my tractors. I know John Deere's green, so Massey Ferguson. We used to call it Massey Ferguson. And I've got a black pen. If you guys could only see my workspace. Yes. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a black pen. I'm going to draw a circle. And we're just going to color it in. A Sharpie would be much easier to do than a fine line pen. Okay, so we have one big tractor tire, and we're going to have a smaller tractor tire. Okay, now I'm going to make the little top here black, like a cover, and I am going to draw me in a little window and color that in. And maybe the stack. I'm going to make this stack black too. So there we have it. Now you want to hear a funny way to make the centers of the tires. We have the same silver. Okay, you'll have leftovers from the fence, from your little fence, because we didn't pop them out on purpose. And I am just going to, oh, there's one. Oh, there's two. Because I did this already previously. So I have punched, just with a hole punch, just two, like that. And I'm going to put two little dots in the middle of my tractor tires. And I'm going to use my little pick and poke. Look at that. Is that ridiculous? How cute that is? and it makes a little tractor. And we're just going to glue it right on top here. I love it when you're making cards and you make yourself laugh, you know? Oh, I wish I could see. I feel like I'm by myself today because I can't see your comments. It's just so frustrating. Okay, so there we have our tractor. Yay! So the next piece that goes on here is our centerpiece, and this is what our mechanism has been cut out of. Now the mechanism lays right in the center. See if I can find it to show you. Nope, I do not have it on my desk. All right, the center piece has two little tabs, and you put it on here and you align the tabs with the centerfold, run it through, and it gives you 4 of these little pop-up tabs, okay? Just like that. Now I cut those out, so we're just gonna, I cut that out with the farm die, or the little edge die. Farmer's edges, what in the world? I can't think today. This is my 3rd event in 24 hours. Can you guys believe that? Okay. So we have that trimmed off. So this is going to get a little bit of ink all around. Okay, and that is going to sit just like this. Easy, huh? So simple. So now we are just going to glue this down. And normally I don't put zip dry all over like this. Normally I just go around the outsides, but this is going to get a lot of stress on the inside because it's a pop-up. So I double it up. All right, there we have it. Give it a little training. Smush these down a bit. Fold it, bring it back up. There we have it, look at that. Okay, that's as easy as it is. Now all we're going to do is you would just glue the front to the back, right? But wait, it's Tanya's take. So we're gonna do some other fun things to this little barn. So I have, let's see what I have. I have a little pig. This is, you guys, this is from the farm animals. Look at these. So the extra sets that I'm using, okay, are 1092, 1093, and 1095. All right. I'm sure, Karina, if you can hear me, which I hope you can you please put this? I think I might have missed 93 and 95 in this in the sale category. If you can put those in there for me. These are also 20% off. So we're gonna take our, these dies are so much fun because they look so detailed. No, I did not. Hold on. There it is. So I wanted to show you, you die cut these out, and what Karen's done is she's made these little inserts so that their little arms pop out. Isn't that cute? And you can also use it for a stencil. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this back in, and I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to go back to my black pen, and I'm going to draw his eyes. Okay, and I'm just going to draw an outline where the little mouth goes. Okay, so there we have that. But look, I have a little snout. So I'm going to color this in real quick. So you can see through the snout. Bear with me a second. Okay. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. Just like that. And the little snout that I have cut out, I just saw it. There it is. And turn it around. Look, isn't that ridiculous? Yes. And where did my sponge go? I'm going to give him some shading with my little, I use distressing, I use vintage photo for everything almost. Okay, he's got to have little feet. Just here. So we're going to make his feet black. And we're going to put a bandana on him. Because it's in the set. So for the bandana, I've already cut it out. Okay, and I'm going to stick it back in here and I'm going to make it polka dot because the stencil is already there. These are so much fun. The animals and the accessory sets, they all go together. So if you have one, you can use the accessory sets to dress up and add some wow factor. Look at that polka dot bandana. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and tuck it right in underneath the arms. So there's that. Put a little here. Take it and slide it right in there. And pop this little hand out. Yeah, that's a whole lot easier said than done with nails. It's ridiculous. Karen does it. I don't know how, but she does. Okay, look at that. Now, we are going to put this cute little guy. Where are we going to put him? Let's stick him back here. What do you say? Ha! Right? Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of glue here. And we might have to cut off the bottom. So he's just going to be peeking around the corner. Like, hi, y'all. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to cut him off because we've got to have that flat. There's a chicken. Next up, I think I'm going to make something to go up here. So let's make a chicken. So we have the die. I'm going to put my little paper back in the die so that I can give him some eyes in the mouth so I know where to put it. Okay. And I always refer back to this. Always. Oh, this little thing right here. See, I always refer back. It's right here. Is just a little red thing that hangs down. So we're just going to color it in. Okay. And put a little dot right here. And that is going to be... Do you guys do this too? You have tools on your desk and you just are continually looking for tools. There's that. Okay, and he has his little red, what do they call those? A plume? Right here. So I'm going to put that on there. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about it. I cut the little feet, but I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to tuck him back in here. Right, let's get both of his eyes. Look at that. Isn't that funny? Maybe we should put him, there he is, right there. That's perfect. Okay. So all I'm going to do is turn it over. And glue that. Just like that. Now I'm going to put some grass right here too. So I cut a couple little grass pieces. I love to accessorize. I love, love, love to do the whole Tanya's take on everything I do because the details matter. They really do. Tuck that one behind the door. There we go. Isn't that adorable? Aww. So cute, huh? All right. So to put this in, I am going to set this right here. Nope, no, I'm not. So I've got a weather vane that comes with it, and I'm going to put this together. I've tried to do this a couple different ways, but I just think that the original way is the best way. So I'm going to put the weather vane right here and pop it right there. And then I'm going to do a little bit more and a little bit more. And I'm going to put these two together. Stand it up, get them nice and square with each other. And that's what holds them together. Now we're going to glue these two to the bottom. But first, I've got a minute or two. So I think I'll do a bowl. I'm going to do a bowl. And he is going to have a little cowboy hat. And I also got enough things to do a pitchfork. So let's do that. We're going to cut this off and put a little bit of glue on here. And now we have a pitchfork. See how easy that is? Isn't that funny? And with the hats, it also has a built-in, oh, for Pete's sake. It has a built-in die as well, which did not make it over here. Lovely. So I'm just going to draw it myself. I'm just going to draw us a little hat band here. You could also, get some ribbon and make a little hat band there, a little piece of leather. That'd be really cute, wouldn't it? Okay, so our bowl is going to two little eyes and the horns and his eyes and his eyes and his horns and his feet. No, this is just going to be a cow, I think. It's going to be a little dairy cow. Maybe. Okay, so this piece I have is going to go right on top. Just like that. And let's see. I'm going to find my black, and I'm going to make my little cow have black spots. Right? Brown cow. And you can just draw random spots, because you can't be wrong, right? I mean, it's impossible. So we're going to take this little piece and glue it on, which is his face. And put that right there. All right, we are going to give him some brown on his ears and around there. And the little snouts, we're going to color in with black. The red mouth, I'm going to give an outline, but I'm going to, or the mouth, I'm going to give a black outline, I'm sorry. But I'm going to come back and color it in with my red and give him some little dots. And we have a cow with a cowboy hat. How cute is that? Put a little bit of glue there. Stick that on his head. And we're going to put the pitchfork. Let's see, where should we stick it? Right there? Lift that up. Put our pitchfork on there. You guys, I'm going to run over a little bit, I think. I'm so sorry. I do have a little cowbell for him. Look at that. Yes. Tuck that under just like that. Put a little bit of glue. And this guy, I think he's going to hang out. I'm not sure yet. So let's go ahead, and now that this is nice and glued, oh, I forgot my fence. Gotta have a fence on a farm, right? So this is all going to come together really quickly now. So put that there, and I'm going to line them up and trim that off. Ta-da! It's amazing the difference between being able to see you guys talk to me and not being able to see you. It is really amazing how different it is, because I really kind of feel like I'm talking to myself. I guess technically I am. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of glue on this tab and glue on this tab, and we are going to lay the barn right up next against it, just the back piece. Okay, slide it in there and make sure it's nice and tight. So see, that's what it's going to look like, right? And you can even fold your card. Okay, and we're going to do the exact same thing for the front. Then we're just going to pull this out and sit it down there. And it is going to be behind. And I'm going to make sure that it's glued. It's a little tricky, and that's okay. So I'm just going to hold it. Let's just hold it for a second. Yeah. All right, I'm going to try to throw this together very quickly. And you always need a place to sign. So we're going to ink that up. I'm so sorry, I don't like going over at all. I'm gonna put that there so you can always sign it. And we'll put a little pieces of grass on there, and then the inside will be done. Just like that. And where's my front packet? Yeah. Okay, so this set has a piece of grass in it, all right, that you can cut out, but I like to put a lot of grass. You know, I want to decorate it really well, so I'm going to add some grass. Nope. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it out of our long Nature's Edges grass. And if you go right along these lines, watch this. If you go just along this cut line, then all you have to do is snip off pieces, and you'll have lots of them without having to cut them individually. So we're going to put this one here. I don't like that little piece there. And we'll put a little dot here. And a little dot here. And that goes there. And this goes there. No, now I'm going to show you guys something that, yeah, okay. You have to kind of trim them up, but there we go. Grass, placed a sign. This should be nice and glued down by now. We're going to fold it and train it. And ta-da, we have a barn. We are going to put the bull right here, I think. Right there. On the outside. He's a big fella. I'm going to shut this door first. And then we will do the front real quick. And it's easy. You know how to do the front. Just like that. Put him on there. Isn't this fabulous? Such a cute card. Okay, so for the front, it's real easy. I did the whole Tanya's take on it too. And I'm just going to show you the basics. So the tractor we're going to leave on this back one, right? We're going to cut it off the front one. All right, we're going to ink up our edges. I'm going to glue this one with my zip dry to this one. Woo! And I'm going to glue this entire piece to here. Rub that off. All right, I'm going to take my tractor just like normal, and I'm going to trim it off. I am not going to take the time to color these online because you've already seen me do it. Don't need to watch me twice, but I am going to put it on here, and I'll do it when we're off camera. That on there, and I'm going to take my howdy, and I gave it a brown background, little shadow. So all I'm going to do is just take this and just go along and touch it. And then one letter at a time, I bring it on, just like that. And I just kind of walk it to the edge. And that is the way that you can control it so it doesn't make a mess on you. See? Then I smash it down. And it's, oops, that. Okay, so that's going to go here. Now, on the original card, it didn't have the front. So on the card kit, this is what it looked like. All right, so instead of these two little pieces here, I'm going to take an entire piece of grass. It's Tanya's take, right? And I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to bring the fence down there, like that. Cute, huh? Okay. And then all we have to do is just attach it to the front. And we are done. Holy heck. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm 7 minutes over. My apologies, my apologies, my apologies. But I am going to go up after this and grab myself some lunch and sit and read all your lovely comments. So you've got about 60 seconds left to comment to win this card that I will send you in the mail. And I'm also giving away all the dies that I used today as well. This piece we're going to trim off. And we're going to trim off. And all we're going to do is glue it to the front. Oh, see, I have a little piece to trim too. We are going to glue it to the front of our card. Just like that. And we are done. So, whew. To the next presenters, I hope you don't have as many problems as we have had. It's a little craziness. Isn't that adorable? Oh, so cute. And I'm going to keep the first one that I made for my nephew. All right. We did it. All right. I'm only 8 minutes over. 7, 8 minutes over. So 20% off all these dies on the website. We will draw names and we will let you know. So thanks a bunch. Thank you for joining me this morning. I know that you could have been other places, so I appreciate you so very much, and I hope you have an absolutely fabulous weekend. Bye, everybody. Take care.